What's going on, everybody? Welcome
Oh,
to another.
that bombed big time.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Uncommon Man podcast. I'm your host, David, and this fuck over here is my boy Mike. Um,
Oh,
man, what are you drinking right now?
Rodeo Clown, local brew.
Rodeo Clown, local brewery. So,
What
this
do
past weekend, um, a relative of mine kind of put me on something new, something different, and I just fell in love with it right off the bat. So, this is Voodoo Ranger
Oh yeah, it's good stuff.
by New Belgium. And this right now is kind of like my shit right now. Now, you can say what you want to say about me. I mean, you can call me a hipster, whatever the fuck you want to call me, because I like IPAs, whatever.
This is
Yeah. So I'm a big IPA guy right now. I mean, that's like my number one shit right now. It's all IPA. So Voodoo Ranger by New Belgium or Lost 40 is a local hometown brewery.
yeah, Lost 40's fantastic, dude.
Yeah, I fuck
They're
with
not.
them like crazy.
They could use a little bit more work on refining some of their beers. Like they don't really have any high alcohol content, but I mean,
Right.
for local
With
Arkansas brew, they're pretty good.
with this right here is a 7% right here,
Right.
which is pretty decent. 7%. I think they had one that was 9%. You
Yeah, this is a
know,
9.5.
yeah, 9.5. My
Yeah,
man beat me right now in the alcohol content.
oh, dude, this is peanuts, bro. There's a couple of There's a Chimera that you can go get at the what the hell's that? I always forget that liquor store down.
107.
Huh?
107 liquor.
107 Liquor. Thank you.
Yeah.
I've got Vanna over here giving me little insights in my ear. Um, but yeah, 107 Liquor, dude. Just go in there and be like, hey, bro, what do you guys have for like highest alcohol content
Uh
IPAs? You'll pay the same amount as that Voodoo Ranger, except for with like six of them. Like after two, you're just sitting there going, ah.
huh.
It's like
Yeah.
fucking 11.5 and 12%,
Uh-huh.
dude.
That's
It's
gonna be my
goddamn
Saturday
fun.
night this weekend.
You're fucking yeah, exact, dude. I'm telling you that's exactly what I would do. I go get a thing of box wine, which you guys can trash me for. I don't give a fuck. They support Fisher House, which is military friendly. What's up there, son? I'm just throwing
Hmm.
that out, trying to cover my ass. That was a real weak attempt, but but it's high alcohol content, so you get fucked up for cheap. And then on top of that too is like with these high alcohol content IPAs, like they're smooth, easy to go down. And after like two of them, you're just sitting there going, ugh.
Hmm. Yeah. I agree. So, man, your background looks a little different, man. Like you took down the Broncos shit and you got something else up, man. Do you want to talk about it, or do you
Yeah.
want to
So,
you want
ladies
to talk
and
about the
gentlemen,
elephant in the room?
we're what is this Patrice O'Neill shit? Yeah, so as you can tell, we are sponsored by AMSOIL. I am a direct dealer for them, so anybody that needs any quotes for oil, best product on the market that you can buy. As for primary market, you can't get them off the shelves, but you can specifically reach out. And there's a boatload of local vendors around you. Or if you have any questions, like I said, just reach out to me or both of us on the podcast. UCM Pod on Twitter. What's up, son? We're going gangbusters now.
What's up? We there?
Also, I want to talk about some other sponsors that we have. Actually, this is more of a shout out than anything else. You know the Goat House as well as I do. I reached out to him regarding what he was using for all of his fancy little digital crap that both you and I are pretty dumb about.
Hmm.
And he gave us some good pointers. So we're gonna start seeing you guys are gonna start seeing that incorporated a little bit more into our upcoming videos. We threw a shout out to him as well, but I told him we'd go ahead and hook him up in the video too because he just gave us that input. Real fucking chill dude.
Uh-huh.
Love his.
Hey,
I
yeah.
love everything that he does.
Shout out to the Go House. I've watched a couple of their productions as far as looking over, different scouting reports and videos and different things like that. So hell yeah, shout out to them guys there.
But the cool thing about this is obviously this is non-Broncos oriented, as we have stressed multiple times on this. As what we've done, we said we'd get around to it. We are now. We're actually just gonna be yapping today, just bullshitting about stuff that they're uncommon man problems.
Yeah, I mean, so me and Michael gonna kind of get into some man shit. I think that's the easiest way for us to really explain it. Part of the Uncommon Man podcast is, we're going to talk about uncommon man related stuff. Me and Mike are not into fashion. We're not into shoes. We're not into the bullshit. Okay, we are all about getting your hands dirty, DIY projects, do it yourself, And that's what we're going to talk about. Right now, in the sports world, there's not a lot of top, hit stories going on right now. I mean, we can sit here and try to, bring up some not that interesting Broncos news or stuff that's kind of going around, the circuit right now. So we're going to kind of shift gears a little bit and kind of get into the crux of what is the Uncommon Man podcast. And me and Mike just recently did two different separate projects. Mike just recently completed a boat project, and I completed my car project that I kind of been holding off for a couple weeks. So, we're just going to kind of talk about that and kind of go over that. And, also, we want to hear from you guys. If you're out there and you're working on projects and different things like that, DIY car projects, home projects, we want to hear from you guys. What's your motivation behind it? Why did you do it? What's your vision? What's your goals? And let's talk through some problems. I think that's what a lot of people run into. They run into different problems and they really don't know how to solve it. Like let's get a community of people who really know how to work on stuff with their hands, and let's talk about common problems that everybody have so we can find solutions for it.
Right. And the good thing about that, you absolutely left a good segue there, and that is a fact of kind of impressing on our new Twitter account that we have going. So both of us are pretty proactive on there for the most part. Tweet at us, dude, if you guys have any questions. I mean, we're pretty good about it. When one of us, he works nights. I'm up during the day with stuff that I have going on. He also works during the day too. Who am I kidding? This guy's a friggin' animal. But yeah, I'm kind of a bitch in that regard. But yeah. So tweet at us. Like and subscribe what we're doing. Make sure that you get it out. So he just impressed upon another key point, and that's community. So the more that we can get out and just do like an outreach, help out with people and car parts, DIY projects, everything that we have going on the gauntlet, absolutely. Put it in the comments. Like I said, we're pretty reactionary when it comes to that kind of stuff. So, and if we don't have the answer, I know it's a little cliche, but we'll look one up or we'll figure it out. We'll put our heads together and we'll all come together and find a solution. So that's what Absolutely. This is about, man.
Yeah. So let me kick it off. So we've talked about this for a long time now, and you've even helped me with a couple projects that I've done with my car. So recently, I bought a lightweight front bumper support for my car. So nice. If you know anything about Challengers and Chargers, they're probably the heaviest out of the muscle cars, okay, in the community. We catch a lot of flack for it because they're heavy as shit. So, but there's a lot of resources and there's a lot of aftermarket parts out there that will reduce the weight of your car significantly.
This is true.
That's what a lot of people don't know. So I bought a couple parts. Okay, I bought a aluminum lightweight front bumper support. I bought a carbon fiber hood for my car, hood pins, hood inserts. Just little different things like that to kind of reduce the weight of my car. And so I spent about a good 7 hours the other day, kind of breaking down the front end of my car and pulling things out and taking useless parts off my car. You'll be surprised once you start breaking down cars how much useless shit that you have on there that they think from the factory that you need, which is complete bullshit.
Okay? Well, not only that too. I mean, it's not really a project if you don't put it back together and you got a whole bunch of sparesies.
Like this man here. Now I'm gonna talk about something very specific to the Mopar and Jeep community. Okay, and that is the headlights. Okay. Our headlights are more prone to go out than pretty much any other car that I've fucking heard of. Okay. And people get into this whole predicament to where it's very expensive to replace a fucking headlight. It's very expensive. I called around to multiple dealerships and shops, and you're talking about an excess of about $400 just to change a freaking headlight. Okay. My passenger side headlight went out, and I had to I had the ultimatum. Do I pay somebody $400 to fix it, or do I get my hands dirty and fix it myself? So guess what I did? I got my hands dirty and I fixed it myself. So after replacing my headlight, nice. I found out that there was more problems that led to different things that I had to do. So I changed out my headlight because I thought that was the initial problem. Come to find out that wasn't it. So I kind of jumped on the forums and I kind of, reached out to the, Mopar community. So come to find out there's a common problem with the headlights in Challengers and Chargers.
Thank you.
So so apparently if it's not the headlight, it could be the fuse.
You can replenish that if you
If
want.
it's not the fuses, it could be the relay. So I took it to a actual shop today, and I had them hook it up to a machine because I don't have the machine myself, or otherwise I would have done it myself. And to come to find out, it was the ballast that went out on my car.
So, what did you just? Obviously, you had to replace the whole electrical assembly at that point, right? Or because that's that. So, for anybody that's wondering, the ballast for these HIDs is actually its own little special like circuit box.
Yes.
It's generally they'll have their own specific spot. You can buy them aftermarket and kind of like, I don't know. Some people are able to incorporate them well into the vehicle to where they look factory, or they come factory like what he's got. I'm assuming they had to have had it engineered and stuffed away somewhere. But if the ballast was bad, I mean, I'm gonna guess that was probably what, like $100 to replace ish.
Well, no. So I've been okay. So if I get a brand new ballast from AutoZone or one of these other places, it's roughly around $200. Okay. So just for everybody out there, if you have a Challenger, if you have a Charger, if you have a Jeep, if you need to replace a ballast, it's going to run you about $200 if you go through AutoZone. Now I found cheaper options on eBay because honestly, I get a lot of my car parts from eBay because it's cheap and you can find a wide variety of them. Uh, Everything that I'm seeing on there is pretty much used, and you can get it for half the price. Now, I have to really think: do I want to buy a used one, and it can potentially go out on me again? Then I have to break down my whole front bumper, pull the light out, all the other shit. Do I just buy a new one?
Hey,
So that's
Tater, I'd like to bounce some ideas off you.
What's up? What you got?
So they have been making aftermarket HID ballasts since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
And they are insanely simple to wire. Dude, you could find an aftermarket replacement for that thing not used and still just as useful, maybe even more powerful for cheaper options.
Right, and absolutely. I just found out today, so I've been kind of going through doing my research and kind of seeing, okay, what option as far as price wise that I want to go. Because honestly, I'm trying to get out of this thing spending the least amount of money as possible. Okay. Right now, unfortunately, the way the economy is and different things like that, I don't have fucking, all this money to be crapping away on a fucking headlight.
Right.
No, I'd rather spend my money on other stuff right now.
Fucking pull that headlight out and drive without it, just so it looks Mad Max edition.
I could just drive during the daytime and not worry about driving at night. Okay, that's kind of the solution to shit right now. So as soon as I find a cheaper option, we'll kind of put it out there for other people who may run into the same issue. So I kind of want to go over it again. If you have a Challenger or a Charger or a Jeep and your headlight goes out, it can be one of the few things. Either your headlight actually went out, or it can be a fuse, 15 and 16, the relay or the ballast. Okay, so just so people, because I see a lot of people who have the same problem. Honestly, I see a lot of people riding around in these Chargers, Challengers, even the Chrysler 300s and Jeeps that are missing one headlight because people are like, I'm not going to pay somebody $300-400 to just pull off my front bumper because honestly, it is a pain in the ass to pull it off. I've done it already. It took me a couple hours for my very first time, not knowing exactly what I'm doing.
That's awesome.
But now that I've done it, before, I think I could get the time down if I have to do it again and again and again and again.
Sweet. Well, do me a solid, would you, bro? It's been a minute since I have ridden an old Bessie. Why don't you give everybody a rundown on exactly what your Challenger is? Talk about what you've got in it, and as well as what your game plan is for it. Because I know that we've gone in kind of in depth on it, but I mean it's been a minute, so I'm sure things have changed a little bit in your head.
So for starters, I've always wanted a muscle car. That's one of the few cars that I want. I mean, let's be honest. Any car guy wants a whole garage of fucking cars. So honestly, a muscle car is one of the things that I've always wanted. So I have a 5.7 RT Dodge Challenger. Okay, nice. I bought it in 2015. I hardly drive it. Honestly, it's in very good condition. Um, Probably about a year
Six
and a
speed
half.
too.
6 speed transmission. Hey, shout out to all the people who still know how to drive manuals.
What
Okay,
a clutch
shout out to
central
all the people.
E.
Clutch Central, baby. Shout out to all the people who still drive manuals. That's real man shit.
Hell yeah.
Um, so probably about a year and a half
And
ago,
thank you, Vanna, for your input.
I bought a 6.2 Hellcat short block. Okay. So my goal is to in the near future is to change out my 5.7 and throw the 6.2 in there. I'm gonna build a pretty beefy 6.2 Hellcat block, throw it in my car with some forced induction. Which forced induction I'm gonna use?
Yeah. Yeah. What kind? Kind you want? Yeah, daddy.
We'll wait on that. We'll wait on that. Still going
Oh
through some different options.
no.
I'm gonna keep that one a secret, and I'm gonna just, I'm gonna let that cat out the bag a little bit later. But we're gonna talk some force induction later. Okay. So, I just want to make it a badass, street monster. Okay. Here in Arkansas, I don't know what other people do in other states. My guy Mike, he lives here in Texas, Houston, Texas, at that. So if you ever seen the 2K, that street shit, I mean that stuff is real. And we do a lot of running on the Arkansas Autobahn.
Auto Mecca.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
sir.
of
So,
A's. What's up?
just different things like that. That's kind of my plans. That's kind of my passion for the car. And I'm working on it. I'm living out my dreams. I'm working on it. It's everything that I want. I'm happy about it. I'm proud of it. You know, that's what I got. So on the flip side of this, I feel like my man got one better. Let's talk about your
So,
Supra, sir. Supra.
so,
Supra.
so your man Supra stinks. Because, so right now, dude, we've been troubleshooting the ever-living dog crap. We have a 2016 Forester XT, so it's got the same engine as the Turbo WRX, or the non-turbo version. Ours is turbo, but the FA20 engine, which they also have those in little AE86s and the BRZs, that little Subaru Toyota buttfuck platform. But you could tell Toyota had their hands in Subaru's pie on this engine too, with some of the crap that we've been dealing with. But so this thing has 47,000 miles on it, dude, and we have just had a gang fuck of problems, man. Just ridiculous stuff, Like, so I had an EBCS. I've done all this stuff myself because, just like David, I'm a poor guy, and when you're poor and you break shit, I mean, you only got one option, really, and that is to fix it yourself or let it sit there and rot. So, especially with it being the old lady's car, like, it has to get fixed. I mean, that's major reliability. I mean, mine are old beaters, anyways. Somehow they've actually been more reliable, which is weird. Yeah, that's right. I drive a Prius. Judge me. Give a fuck. But.
He drives a Prius and he eats kale salad.
Dude, I got it. And nobody. The sad thing is nobody will ride in it. Like, I don't understand that. Like, it's like, dude, it's a fucking.
No, I drove the fuck out that car one day. Remember, I had to go all the way into the city and do some others, and that was in bumper traffic. That car, the fucking gas hand did not move.
No, dude, it's insane. Dude, 10-gallon tank, bro, and I get about 430 miles off of it. It's fucking insane.
Insane. Awesome.
But yeah, it's like, dude, I'm getting too old to give a fuck what anybody thinks. Plus, I got other toys in the garage. People just don't know about them.
Yes, sir. Fuck them.
So what we've had with the Forester is fuel issues, which is obviously what I've come to realize is a common issue. I want to throw a shout out to Cosmic Motorsports. They sent me down the right path today, and I'm going to give the troubleshooting for that. So with the issue that we had with the car is initially it fell flat on its face, and I had a gang of fuel pressure issues pop up on my engine management system. So when I'm going through my Cobb tuner, I had a listing. I'll post them in the description below of all the fuel pressure issues that I had. But they were all relaying to just fuel pressure. It was weird. So I was like, well, I mean, the only thing in my head that makes sense is if the fuel rail pressure is low, that means that it's not getting fuel to the line. So I went through, got an aeromotive pump. I did a video on it, which if you guys check out our other podcast or our other page that we have, Poor Boy Mechanics, we've got a gang of videos coming up on that for stuff that we have done with the boat as well as the Subaru. But I did a walkthrough of the Subaru on how to replace the fuel pump on that, the electric fuel pump. I noticed I impressed upon that keyword right there, electric fuel pump. So what I hadn't really taken into account was, we replaced the fuel filter and the electric fuel pump. Everything primes the fuel system when you hit the ignition. You press it twice, take it to ignition. You hear the fuel pump prime just like it does at all points in time. Your car does the same thing. As soon as you take the key to ignition, you hear it go for a short period of time, and then you crank the engine.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden it started just idling, it'd fire up and then idle like shit and then die. And then I would go to try and start it again, and it would just crank and crank and crank and crank and crank and crank and not fire over. So I was like, well, I mean, I know I got a fuel pump that works. I hear it priming. I know I'm not getting, I wasn't getting any check engine codes or nothing like that. Nothing was coming up on the PCM. So when I was using the code reader, it was flatlining. But the fucking car wasn't starting. So I was like, I'm going to assume it's not the injectors, because injectors generally, they can. This is really uncommon for injectors to go bad less than 50,000 miles. So I've been taking everything apart, trying to figure it out, what's going on. Well, Cosmic Motorsports today led me down the right path, and they told me about the mechanical fuel pump. And apparently this is a common issue with this fucking stupid motor. And even around this mileage that they go bad. And it's a $500 to $600 part from Subaru to replace. That's exactly the same issues, dude. I'd finally get it running. I'd drive down the road, and it would be driving perfectly fine. And then I step on the gas, and it would have like a fuel cut to it. At about 3,500 RPMs, it would just nosedive. So I was like, man, that's fucking weird. But that has to be fuel issue related. And the other thing, obviously, was the fact that it would just die because it wasn't getting fuel in general. I mean, it's just basic engine combustion. You can think of one of my buddies told me this perfect metaphor. Think of an engine as literally just a means of pushing and pulling air. That's it. So, and with every ignition source, you need the fuel source, you need the ignition, and you need oxygen. So I know that I have the ignition source. The plugs aren't bad. Everything's good on that regard. So the only other thing it could have been was either oxygen or fuel, and I know everything else is good regarding the oxygen system. Otherwise, I would have got a gang of fucking issues for that, man. These newer modern cars with all the O2 sensors and stuff, they register everything. So if anybody does have this issue with Subarus, the first thing that I would go to if this is a key problem for you, and you can resort directly to it on the fucking Subaru website, because I put it in there as I put in the part number for this thing, pops up and says, if engine cranks but does not start, it's probably this part. I was like, oh shit, well that's pretty fucking basic.
They knew they fucked you on that one.
Right.
They was like, yeah, we recognize that this is shit, so go right to it.
And thank you guys for not warranting that. It's mighty white of you, Subaru. You're fucking fantastic.
Yeah, these car companies really know how to screw you on some things,
So
but
trash.
It is what it is. It is what it is. But okay. So we talked about the Subaru. What about your boat, sir? This motherfucker, he has all kind of toys. Motherfucker,
Yeah, but
we're gonna talk about the boat next.
You got kids, dude. I mean, all I got dogs and
I have a kid.
Oh yeah. Sorry, kid.
A kid. Don't jinx me. Don't jinx me, okay?
Bro, you and I both know there's another one coming in the works. So get the fuck out of here.
I mean, hey, just so everybody know, I'm about to marry a Latino, and if y'all know anything about that, they want kids. So
dude, we are so stoked about the wedding, bro. We can't wait to be there.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So just so everybody know, I am getting married October 10th of this year. Depending on how a lot of things kind of shape out and work out, so pray for me.
Todo bien, amigo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So one thing that me and Mike was talking about earlier, and this is kind of something that we really want to stress and hit home about some things. The state of the economy right now, and this is particularly for anybody who is head of the household, man
Whoa,
or
hey,
woman.
let's
Don't.
let's go back to the boat real quick. Let's go back to the boat.
Okay, cool. Okay, back to the boat. Let's go.
let's
Back to the boat.
let's finish talking about the toys. So yeah, so the boat, we 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 it's a nice boat. It's a nice boat. Okay, it needs some work. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Anyways, so we've dumped a bunch of time and money into this thing that we've done on the other side, and we have completely renovated the seats on it. So we ordered a set of seats, and then we had to custom make the mounts. That's all something we did on the video as well. And then I'll just softball this in for another episode. So I do have a Supra. I will most likely always have a Supra because I'm just not going to get rid of it.
Don't run, but.
And we're in the process of it's getting a lot of love right now. I mean, it's been a fuck, man. What's it been since 2016? It's been a project. So
Fucking fantastic Super though. Fantastic.
Yeah, it's a Mark IV. It's a twin turbo auto. I got it off a dude for a really good deal. The problem with it is we, like I said, just lifestyles and shit like that. It's an expensive ass car, man. Fucking expensive.
And this is the rotor engine, right? That you put in there. Or you put in something completely different.
Yeah, that rotary V8.
Yes. So if you know anything about rotor engines, they're not easy accessible.
Are you really? Okay? Are we really talking about a rotary engine in the Super right now? Are you?
Is it one in there?
Is this an ongoing joke that I don't know about?
No, I'm just saying. If anybody who has a Supra, I mean, there's different engines that they can have in there. One is the rotary engine. I mean, they're not fucking
RX-7,
easy.
Sir.
What?
It's RX-7, sir.
It's an RX-7?
Yes.
Either way it go,
You're the worst. You're the fucking worst.
Either way it go, the engine that this dude has is not easy to come about.
Vanna had it. It's a fucking inline six. It's a 2JZ. Watch Fast and the Furious.
Motherfucker, I don't have one. I don't have one. I don't have one.
That made my night, bro. Dude, I thought that was about to turn into a bad YouTube clip, like one of those memes or something.
I used to send this dude memes.
You know, with pistons and all that, right?
I used to send this dude memes all the time. That's why your super don't work.
Oh shit. But yeah, no, that's it. We'll talk about that at a future day because once we start, I think this was just kind of planning on, talking about some of our projects. But the other thing we wanted to discuss too, that he was just getting ready to get into, was investments and stuff. One of these episodes we'll get together and we'll talk about what our actual game plan is and do like a full kind of full build process and scheme that we have going for our cars. Like I said, it's just one of those things. It's something we got going in the works, and what our game plan is, and we'll walk through and talk about these kinds of things because I feel a lot of people just spew out a bunch of, a lot of people spew out ideas, but it's all hearsay until someone actually kind of enacts it. So, but that's kind of what this is too. It's just bouncing ideas off each other, and we'll talk about, whether or not there's actually a rotary engine that came stock in Supras, or whether or not it was a 2JZ. So
that's okay.
But in the meantime, we'll just I'll defer to my friend about investments.
All right, so me and Mike, we've talked multiple times about this, right? I mean, we've went over this and we've talked about it. I mean, it's like an ongoing daily text between me and Mike on, hey, did you do this today? Hey, have you seen this today? Oh, my stocks took a shit today. Right. Just different things like that. And before we actually, and before we went live on this here, we sat down kind of briefly and talked about it. So, we both kind of feel strongly about this. Right now, a lot of people may want to invest in the stock market and they just don't know where to start. They're afraid about it. I mean, they have all kind of, different reasons why they're not doing it. But we just want to let y'all know right now, if you're not investing in the stock market, you're not taking advantage of your financial future. I
And
mean,
we're
point
not
blank,
shitting on
period.
anybody. We're passionate about this because we've been taking advantage of it as well, and we're just poor bums too that are trying to take advantage of a good opportunity. It's no different. I mean, if you spent 5 minutes watching Wolf of Wall Street, or you sat here and watched one of these other financial videos where whatever the fuck that one back in the '80s, that big one I always forget. Um, but yeah, if you sit here and watch, that's what these guys all do. It's taking advantage of an opportunity, and it's a circle of life, man. Especially, it's a circle of an economy. I know that sounds hacky, but it's true. Like if you got a little bit of money right now, David, why don't you tell them what they shouldn't be spending their money on?
So I work at a very, very large retailer. Don't say the fucking name. I'm not going to say the name either.
You
And
either.
I work at a mall. Okay. And I honestly, right now, during the state of the economy, during the pandemic, I see people spending their money on shit is not going to protect you. It's not going to keep you. I mean, it's not going to do jack shit for you. Period. And it baffles me how you won't spend $20 in the fucking stock market, but you're going to go spend $200 on a fucking pair of shoes. It just does not add up whatsoever. I mean, come on now, get your head out your ass and really think about your financial future here. Okay.
Dude, the irony in this, you got, dude, I'm fucking crying right now because I was sitting there like 15 minutes before we got on this bitch, and I was on a
Mhm.
YouTube video, and the first advertisement that popped up was some guy like, some fucking hacky modern DJ that was like, man, if I had this audio system back in 20 years ago, I'd be a billionaire. And they showed his fingers typing, and the guy had two fucking rings that you could tell he'd wasted like half of his fucking fortune on. It's like, like
Exactly.
fuck the billion. Why don't
Exactly.
you start by getting rid of that shit, you fucking clown?
Exactly. So right now, and this has kind of been my motto for a little bit now. If I'm not buying essential shit, I don't do it. Period. And sorry, clothes and shoes is not
Put up with the
essential to me.
Joneses is for fucking poor people, dude.
Exactly. If you look at any wealthy person, if you look at what they're doing right now at the state of this economy, guess what they're not spending their money on?
Dude, I
Period.
live by what you told me about when you used to work doing finances for people. Why don't you go ahead and give them that insight that you gave me?
I mean, so I gave a couple insights and stuff. So kind of a background on what I used to do. I used to be a personal banker at a bank on the wealthy side of the town or city that we live in. And I ran across a lot of people, business owners, just wealthy people in general. So for people our age in the 30s, what I've noticed is that wealthy people are typically a lot older. There was very few people our age that had any kind of real money worth talking about.
Right.
Okay. So that was the first thing that I want to throw out there. And two, the ones that had the money, the real money, I mean, the money that's worth talking about, they did not spend their money on bullshit. I think that's the thing that people need to get their head around is stop spending your money on bullshit.
Talk to me like I'm the dummy I am. Why don't you tell me what most of these guys' bank accounts look like who have the nicest stuff?
Okay, so Mike, sir, you keep buying fucking McDonald's and Chick-fil-A and Starbucks every single day. Okay.
Hmm.
How much are you spending every time you go out to eat?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I have a credit card.
Okay, even a dumber idea. Okay. So for one, if you have a credit card, you're not paying it off every single month. You're doing something wrong there. Because that means you're spending money that you don't have.
I did not know that. What a great
Okay,
idea.
sir. Okay, sir. Stop fucking doing that. And two, how about you try eating at home sometimes? Okay, that will save you a lot of fucking money right there.
What about going out and buying the brand new boat because the neighbor bought one, sir?
Who gives a fuck what the neighbor does?
Oh,
Is the neighbor inside your household? No, the neighbor is only a neighbor. Don't nobody give a fuck what the neighbor does.
That is a great idea. So you mean to tell me that I can go spend a fraction of the amount of money by doing a little extra research and buying the cheaper boat that does the same thing as his? It just doesn't look as fancy.
Absolutely.
Oh wow. So
Absolutely.
and
So
then what I
so
can do after that is I can get online onto YouTube and I can go to Uncommon Man podcast and I can check out these guys who are talking about how to fix that cheap piece of shit boat and turn it into a boat nicer than this guy's.
absolutely, you dipshit.
That that's a great idea. I like that one. Woo!
Like you got to understand, like beauty, like the old, the cliche saying, beauty is in the eye of the beholder or whatever. I don't give a fuck if my neighbor has a boat. I don't care what boat he has. I mean, if I truly want a boat, you work hard, save your money, fucking buy you one. I
Yes, I
mean,
do.
you live in a country to where, you work hard, you save your money, you're able to afford different things, right? So no one's telling you not to spend your money on, like that you can't spend your money, but is you need to think about actually what you're actually spending your money on, especially at the state of the economy that it is in now. So, me and Mike, we kind of talked about earlier about how people are just buying just the dumbest fucking shit you can possibly fucking think of,
Right.
non-essential shit.
Yeah, just all
But yet,
status symbol garbage.
yeah, but you got to understand, right now stocks are at an all-time low. A lot of stocks are at an all-time low. Some of the most popular stocks that you can possibly think of are half the price right now, or even less than half the price. I
Dude,
mean, if you
I haven't seen the like what 2008 was the last time stocks were these low or
yeah,
this low. Back when
absolutely.
the
I
housing
mean,
market crashed.
oh my gosh, like dude, you have to look at. I mean, stocks are just, I mean, ridiculous. So yesterday, um, Disney did their earning reports, right? Disney was down $1.4 billion. I mean, so guess what your stock did? Stock went down. Right there was the perfect time to buy in to something like
I
that.
think this is a good segue, sir. How about we go ahead and pull up the screen that I got here and we start talking about these stocks and you walk us through smart decisions here.
Yes, sir.
Interested?
Hmm.
I love it. All right. So you see everything that I have going on here. You want to go ahead and talk me through what you've got with the Disney stock?
So yesterday, the Disney stock, when the market closed and they announced their earning reports, was even cheaper than this. Okay, it was even cheaper than this. Today, it went up. I think the highs I saw it today was maybe 104, and I wasn't looking at it all day. And I don't have the time to sit at home and just look at the stock market. I mean that's not what I do. So just right there, and it would tell you that you know instead of going to the mall and spending money at the mall, you could have took $100 and put your money into something that's going to grow. I mean, you got to understand, once this thing is all over with and we really start to get back out into society, guess what that stock is going to do? I mean, hell, even if you can take $100 investment and and the stock goes back up to 130, $140. I mean, okay, you just made $40 then.
So
Fucking sell it, get out of it. I mean, but you gotta understand, if you're investing for long term future growth. But why not put your money into something that actually is worth it? Okay.
right.
For people like me and Mike who are what we consider to be the head of the household, you really have to think about your financial future.
Fuck you.
Brittany giving them all kind of shit.
Just making good points, F.
Yeah, so and me and Mike have talked about this a couple different times. I think me and him have two different philosophies on investing. I mean, you invest to what you feel is best, okay, or what you feel comfortable with. Everybody tolerance level, everybody's method is different. Okay, you do what you feel is best. If you don't want to expose yourself too much, hey, that's completely fine. I completely understand that. So I want Mike to kind of talk about his investment strategy.
So let's go ahead and piggyback off of what you just said. So as you can see my screen right now, right?
Hmm.
So just common trending here with Disney. You look at what we were addressing earlier about back in 2008, 2009-ish, about how much the economy just fucking dive bombed. So this is Disney as a whole in the stock market. So at this point right now, it's still pretty astronomical at $100. But some things to take into account. All right. So this generally trends around, if you have $100 to spend, this is where our portfolios differ a little bit. I believe in especially with not having much money, I believe in trying to find the real cheaper stocks that generally trend around like $25, $30 and buy them right now when they're at $3 and $4 because that exponentially is going to be 5 times as much as the point of right now. So this generally trends over 5 years around a low of 91.15 and a high of around 152-ish. So if you're buying it right now at $100 for the stock, I mean, you may get lucky and make $50 off of this if the economy is doing well next year. But for the most part, Disney generally trends around 120. So they just seem to have a really good year last year. I'm going to assume probably when the ESPN takeover had completely transpired. And then as well as when they launched Disney Plus. What was that? I think that was December-ish. So
yeah, that was late last year when they launched that.
So let's go ahead and let's do a run through of what I have in the stock market right now. So
all right, shoot.
So I bought my stocks. You know what? Why don't you go ahead and give them a rundown real quick on the biggest thing that people are afraid to do is people are scared to just let a little bit of money go. This literally, for both of us, I'm sure you don't just piss away every dollar that you have in the stock market, but you do. That money he was talking about earlier that you could have saved by going out, spending the extra time and effort to diet a little bit and not buy the McDonald's, not spend the money on the Starbucks in the morning, get up, the extra 5 minutes early because it doesn't take long to make coffee. And make your own coffee saves you buku's amounts of money, as well as the fact of just making your own dinners, maybe meal prepping for the week. I know that's not everybody's forte, but at the same time, it's a lot healthier and a lot cheaper in the long run than just going and buying, a number 3 from McDonald's. It's a hell of a lot better on your thighs too. Just ask somebody else over in the room. But
quarter pounder.
Yeah,
is that what it is? A Royale with cheese.
Yeah, I don't want things getting flung at me, so I'll lay back on the shots. But so yeah, those are all good points. But you think about this as well. That extra money you're spending, it's kind of like that jar concept. It's like if you just take those extra pennies, those extra dimes, those extra dollars, throw them in the jar, then you got a piggy bank building up. I mean, we've been doing that shit since we were knee high, and as adults, if you take that money and it's money that you just don't really, you take into account for other things anyways as luxuries for food and shit, or buying the shoes that he was talking about, the dumb shit that you don't fucking need. It's all just a status symbol. And you say, hey, you know what? I think now, instead of going out and spending the piggy bank money on something I really wanted, how about I go ahead and I spend it in a point in time where the economy is at an all-time low, and just take a shot, because at this point in time you're gonna make money. I hate to break it to you, even as shitty as it is right now, it's gonna bounce back, it's gonna flourish again, you're gonna make money. So
like some of the people that I follow as far as advice and different things like that on the stock market, a lot of them was like, well, damn, I'm jealous and envious of new investors because you're getting in at all-time lows right now. And then the only way to go is up. I mean, if you can't go no lower. If you go any lower, we're all fucked. I mean, let's just be honest. I mean, so the only way to go is up. So, a lot of people, a lot of big time investors, I mean, they're envious right now of new investors because you're getting in at the fucking bottom on a lot of stuff.
Right. Yeah, which I mean, hopefully, knock on rock, it's not going to get any worse. But Why don't you break them through what I have going right here when it comes
Okay.
to Robinhood, which is at this point in time, I mean, it is a heroism app in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. I mean, can you kind of
Well, I
expand
mean,
a little bit?
why don't we walk? Yeah, I'll do that. Give me a sec. Do or not. Boop, boop, boop. How's that?
Awesome. Okay. So if you look at Mike's portfolio, and he kind of mentioned this before, he would rather spend his money on um smaller price stocks and buy more, which that is his philosophy. I mean, he has in V. I mean, he has 403 shares. You motherfucker! You bought that many shares? Good for you, bro. I mean, and like if you look at a lot of his stock, I mean, he has a buku of shares in a lot of stocks, so you know where he's putting his money into. You know, he's not pissing away his money. This dude, he's buying 403 shares of a stock.
But it's fucking easy. That's the biggest deal about it. This whole thing is a simplistic process. Like
Yes.
people are one of my other buddies that I talked to about stocks. He fucking forgot he even had a portfolio until I started hounding him about it a couple months ago. He pulls up his portfolio and goes, "Oh shit, I didn't know I had this much in here. That's pretty awesome." Because he's just forgotten about it, and that's the common process. It's Ronco style, man. Set it and forget it. Fucking forget about it, and then pay attention at the end of the year when stocks are at an all-time high because Christmas comes around and shit. See exactly how much you made. Beginning of the year, it generally kind of volatile, but just dude, the Robinhood app makes it so fucking simplistic. I cannot stress this enough. How easy it is. All you got to do is just sign in with your emails and stuff. You don't have to go get one of these stupid fucking Edwards Jones brokers, any of that shit. You get to be your own broker. And all you have to do is just say how many shares you want. You link it to your bank account, which is no different than, like I said, Edward Jones or one of these other fucking clowns.
Mm-hmm.
And you get to sit there and pick how many shares you want. Why don't you talk about what your game plan was with the Disney thing, though? So that way they have that breakdown because there is clauses.
Right. I mean, so like you have to. I mean, Disney is. I mean, it's humongous. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, Disney has their hand in so much shit. They own. I mean, as far as ESPN, and USPN now has a deal with the UFC. I mean, theme parks, the movies, Marvels. I mean, they're so fucking big.
Yeah, they're pretty
And when
diverse.
and when right now when Disney is taking a $1.4 billion loss because they can't, I mean, people cannot go to the theme parks. I mean, golly, I mean, their stock dropping is the is a perfect time to get in. Um, so Mike kind of has his stocks up. I'm just going to kind of read you a few of mine because me and Mike's philosophy are slightly different. Okay, so I have Exxon. Okay. So Exxon is what you'll call a retail oil, retail gas.
By the
It's
way,
not like crude
VET
oil.
and Oxy are as well too. Just so you know that.
Yes.
That's Occidental, and then VET is Vermilion Energy. A buddy led me onto that one when they were they generally trend around. Oh boy, give me a second here. So this is how easy this happens. I can tell what they've been trending at. So generally they trend in the last year or so around 20-ish. So 25-ish dollars is what they've been trending at. They with a max of
With
December
40.
2016 42. So
Yeah.
yeah, so when you think about what I got going on there,
And you're
four,
getting them at $4.
well
You're getting it
I
at
got it
four
at
dollars.
289.
280, even better. You get it
Yeah.
at two
So
eighty
you
nine, and
yeah,
it typically trends at what 25 bucks.
yeah.
I
So
mean,
with
come on, man.
400 shares, yeah, we're projected if it gets it back to about if it peaks around 45, we'll make about $15,000 off of this.
Money in the bank. That right there is taking advantage and securing your financial future.
Right.
So I have Exxon. Exxon kind of trends a little bit higher. I think I bought Exxon. Gosh, I can't remember what I bought it at. I mean, I bought it when it was super low. I mean, anybody knows crude oil prices took a massive dump, probably about a week, 2 weeks ago. I mean, some crude oil prices was negative. So Exxon right now is very volatile because people aren't traveling. They're not, spending the money at the gas pumps like that, like they originally were.
I love it.
But of course, when things kind of get back to normal, boom, it's going to go back up. I mean,
And
if
they
you
will.
look at, oh yeah, and absolutely it will. So I have Power Shares SP 500 high dividend stock, which I mean that right
Give me
there is
the stock off that one. Which one is it?
SPHD,
SP
SPHD.
HD. Bam! Invesco?
Yes, Invesco.
Okay.
So I have that right there, which that's a portfolio. Okay, that's all that is. They have a wide range of other stocks within their portfolio. So and they pay a nice dividend off of that. So that's kind of something that I look at is I look at companies that pay a safe dividend. I don't necessarily look at companies that pay a high dividend because dividends are like a enticing um, mechanism for companies to get you to invest in a company.
Right. What
Typically, typically companies that
4.06? Is that what you're talking about? The percentage here?
uh
Dividend yield?
5.8.
Okay.
So typically companies that pay a really, really, really high dividend, their stocks are more volatile and not that safe. I mean, you're gonna lose your ass.
Wait, where are you seeing
And
this 5.8 at? Is that what you have on yours?
I'm looking on my Robinhood app. I don't have it up
Oh,
on
okay.
anything else.
Gotcha.
So just like I said before, I mean stocks that typically pay high dividend yields. I mean, they're risky for a reason. That's why they pay high dividends to get people. It attracts you into buying their stocks. Now, companies that have low ones, more secure, more safe. Okay. Uh, and honestly, right now, if you're not investing in real estate or gold, that's something else that you really need to look at because
Yeah, gold is a good one.
you can't. I mean, the government, the Federal Reserve, they can print more money. We can't just make more land and gold. I mean, there's something that you can't do. In any kind of turmoil, anything like that, gold is always a safe haven. It is always a safe haven. Um, my gold stock the other day, it reached its 52-week high, but then it dropped back down just a little bit. So in gold, I mean, it's relatively safe, and my
So,
gold stock really doesn't pay a high dividend, so
how do
it's
I
a safe
invest in
dividend.
gold, sir?
Right now I have, and you can type in this ticker symbol, gold. Stop.
Bro, I don't
Yeah.
know what the fuck a ticker symbol is. Let's pretend for 5 seconds I am computer illiterate.
Okay, so the ticker symbol is what the stock is classified as
So you just want me
on
to do
the New
gold
York Stock
stock?
Exchange. Uh,
Talk to me like I'm me.
yes, this one right here. That's the company that I
You're
have. Gold is the ticker symbol on the New York Stock Exchange.
okay.
Sorry, gotta dumb it down a little bit.
Talk to me like I'm me.
Yes, sir. So again, you got to look at it like this. You can print more money. You can't just go out and just print more gold.
Right.
Gold is always a safe haven. And
It is a
and honestly,
finite
like
mineral.
and this right here may be a little too much tinfoil hat. I mean, conspiracy or whatever that I'm about to say is, if shit gets really bad and you own actual physical precious metals, you can use this shit as a bargaining chip at some point. Everybody knows what gold is. I mean, you flash gold to somebody, like, oh fuck, that's gold. I mean, if shit gets really bad, you take that gold, you can use it as a bargaining chip for some things.
Those are very good. One thing that we need to do a little bit more research on. I am not very well versed in this Bitcoin crap. Like I don't understand Ethereum, the Bitcoin. You stay out of this.
I mean, bro, honestly, I don't know if I want to be. I mean,
I'm kind of
the whole
horrified of that, dude.
the whole crypto market, man, it's something that, I mean, you really have to know what you're getting yourself into before you actually get yourself into it.
Yeah.
Uh, Honestly, I'm not well versed in cryptocurrency because when I was going through school and courses in cryptocurrency, that was like
It just
that
fucking
was
came out of
shit.
left field a couple years ago, in my
Exactly.
opinion. I mean, I'd never even heard of it. And all of a sudden, people are like, "Oh, I invested in this, and I just made so and so money." But like everybody that I've seen that was invested in the cryptocurrency, none of them have really come out ahead. They're still like To me, it's just hypothetical money. I mean, gold is objective money. I can put my hands on it. I know that this exists. Like
Hmm.
hypothetical, even fucking cash for that, for Christ's sake. I mean, you can print it, but it still exists. Like it has a real value to it. Whereas this cryptocurrency, man, I mean, someone could just say one day, yeah, this isn't worth shit and shoved in it. And if you got a whole bunch of money invested in it, let's not kid ourselves. What you got nothing.
Right. I mean, cryptocurrency is all digital currency, and I understand the whole reasoning behind it. You know, it can't be manipulated and different things like that. But I mean, honestly, for somebody who is just starting out, stick to the basics. Okay, just stick to the basics. There's, I mean, there's really good stocks out there for less than nothing at all time lows.
Let's do this.
$20 that you can get your feet in. I mean, you get your feet wet and get in.
Cryptocurrency. Let's go to Bitcoin. I'm curious what Bitcoin's worth. Holy shit!
Typically, a lot of people ain't got that much money to shell
Dude,
out.
what
So,
the fuck?
yes, sir.
One Bitcoin equals $9,265.95 United States dollar.
You know how much beers I can buy with that right now, sir?
I don't
You
know,
know,
but
you know how many beers I can buy
I
with
at
that right
least
now?
need one to go ahead and polish off the fact that I didn't invest. Like,
Yeah.
fuck.
I
That's
mean, so cryptos again is one of those things that, I mean, the average person, especially the new people, the beginners, um, I mean, they typically can't afford it. I mean, so get yourself into the basics. Get into the basics
dude. If
and
you got
start
on the
there.
ground floor of
Get your
this,
feet
though,
wet. Oh yeah,
fuck.
fuck yeah. I mean, you'd be rolling in it right now.
Man, so that's gonna be this week's homework as well. Is trying to figure out exactly when all these cryptocurrencies and how they just all of a sudden, I mean, the Kaiser Soze, they came out of nowhere and just took off.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, hopefully that's a little bit of financial advice from just average hardworking people. Like I say, me and Mike, we get up, go to work every day, and we're not just reckless with our money. We try to make very, very, very smart investments with our money. We try to put it into good things. Both Mike and Brittany, both me and my fiance, we try to take what money we have and make the smartest investments with it, especially at the state of what the economy is at right now.
Yeah, so that was a good rundown. Hopefully, everybody kind of has at least like a decent idea now of exactly what it's like to. I wouldn't say put your money in the right department, but at least like alternate options. Let's say alternate options rather than just going out and spending that extra money on that Big Mac. Like I said, as hacky and cliche as it sounds,
Hmm.
everybody fucking tells you that. You need to go out and you need to blah, 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 blah. Let me tell you something, brother. If you don't go out and you don't save that money on those fucking McDonald's, you're gonna die of early cholesterol attacks and fucking stage 3 heart murmurs. Do you understand me, brother? Like, It's like, dude, fuck that, man. Like, just
Yeah.
here's some alternate options. I mean, we're just a couple of dum-dums who have been through the ringer a few times, and we're just finally starting to get our shit together because we're at that age, and you just made up a great point earlier. It's like, dude, 30 is the age to fucking really, really revamp yourself and not be too old to do so. Like when
Absolutely.
you're at 45, 50 learning these lessons, that's a bit of a struggle, man. I mean, you got to try and come out on top. But I mean, 30, we're pretty damn marketable still. I mean, our body's in good condition. I mean, for the most part. I mean, fuck, I've been through the ringer with most of the crap that I've been through. But you know, the average non-jerk off is going to be in pretty decent shape.
Yeah,
So,
you know, and to kind of hit on what he talked about, you know, in our 20s, I mean, man, we fucked up so much. I mean, we did all kind of reckless bullshit.
yes, we did.
But then at some point, you really got to sit down and look at like, okay, you know, hey, what life do I want to live when I'm in my mid 40s, when I'm in my early 50s?
Right.
That's what we're getting up towards right now. Is what kind of life do I want to live my mid 40s and my early 50s?
And we're
Okay.
threshold 32. So, I mean,
Oh yeah, fresh 30, fresh
Right.
30.
So, like, in my honest opinion, we're fucking doing it right now. You know, like,
Yes.
we've had the shit. You know, we've got our toys. Now it's like, all right, well, he's got the Challenger. He doesn't have a bunch of other new shit. We don't have a bunch of other new shit. We're actually trying to offload some stuff. We're consolidating down. The other thing that we're doing is real estate investment, which we'll talk about in another video. But we're consolidating down. We're getting the fuck out of debt. The fuck out of debt. I cannot stress this enough to where we own shit and we don't owe anybody else other than a tax man, which is nothing you can do about that. So
Nothing you can do about it. But yeah, that's a very good point. Is, you know, we're trying to get to the point to where we got that fuck you money. I don't owe you.
right. And dude, it all starts with the fucking Prius, man. It all fucking starts with a Prius, bro.
When I met this douchebag, he had a fucking loud ass. Was it a 90 what Camaro? I can't remember what year model
Was
was.
that when I had the? Was that when I had the Camaro?
Yes.
You didn't know me when I had the two Supras and the Mustang, did you?
No, did not know this cocksucker then, but this dude had a loud ass Camaro. I mean, this dude had a loud ass Camaro. I was surprised as fuck that he sold it.
Heard the Mustang.
I mean, he sold it and downgraded to that damn Prius. And buddy, smart move to you, because that fucking Prius, god dog, that gas hand don't move. Shout out to everybody who has a Prius out there, or even a fucking Tesla. I mean, shit, not going to the gas station. Oh man, you're winning right now,
Dude. I'm telling you right now, solar and off the grid, like Jesse the Body Ventura, as psychotic as that fucking dude is, he makes a lot of good points, man. Like, I was just listening to him getting burned on an old Opie and Anthony show, and just sitting there talking about how he lived completely off the grid. And this was fucking 15 years ago, and they were all like, yeah, you know, well, fuck you kind of deal, because the guy was living down there in the Baja. It's like, yeah, I sit there and look now, dude, solar panels, the electricity company pays you. The fucking meter rolls backwards. There's videos on that shit. Because the fact the electricity is actually, which I didn't know was possible, but the fucking meter rolls backwards, dude. Like it's some sort of bad fucking, what the hell was that stupid movie? Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Oh, where he tried to roll it backwards. No, this is actual legit. It rolls backwards.
Dude, it's the craziest shit I've ever seen. Or fucking used cars when they're sitting there sticking the drill in.
Roll it back to sell it. This car has 300,000 miles. Let's roll it back to 150.
Like new sticker slapped on the windshield. Bam!
Gently used.
One owner, no Carfax guarantee.
Oh man. But yeah, you know, there's just, you know, some things that, you know, some kind of food for thought, you know. So, you know, me and Mike talked earlier about, you know, getting that community going and things like that. So, you know, man, like again, if anybody, if like I say, if you're working on projects, if you're working on car projects, if you're working on like your dream build, whether if it's a boat, car, motorcycle, if you're fixing up your dream home, different things like that. Hey, man, we want to know about it. We want to hear about it. We want to know what's your vision, what's your passion, what's kind of your thought process behind it, you
We like
know,
to
and
learn, dude.
yeah,
We love to learn.
absolutely. Because more than likely, if you got a question about something, somebody else has already been through it, or
Perfect.
somebody else has the same fucking question. Like, let's
Perfect.
answer this. Like, hey, again, all the uncommon man, all the uncommon men out there, the motherfuckers that get it in every day, that grind nonstop, that are not afraid to get their hands dirty. Hey, man, let's come together. Let's take this shit back. Hey, let's do it together.
I love it, dude. Absolutely. Also, too, like I said, I know it's hacky on YouTube, but it helps us out in the long run so that we can expand everything out. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends about the channel. Share the channel if you got Facebook. Reach out to us on Twitter. We do have that link on the website as well. As I said before, I will be posting some of those codes that have popped up for me in case you guys need them. But in the meantime, like I said, just make sure you reach out to us. Tell the world about us. We want to expand that community. So like and
Also,
subscribe.
also, if anybody have any new IPA recommendations, go ahead and hit those to us too.
Yeah, comment immediately so that way we can go get immediately.
Get drunk immediately.
In case you hadn't noticed, we don't like staying sober on this show. So,
Nah. Hey, when you work the way we do, a beer or two, hey man, it's all good. It's all
yes,
good,
sir.
baby.
And the way you guys do too. So,
Absolutely. Well, hey, my friend,
absolutely.
it was good talking to you tonight, man.
Samesies.
Everybody stay tuned to the next episode.
Yeah, thanks, Dre. Appreciate it.
Oh, Dr. Dre shit, baby.
All right, buddy.
All
Later.
right, man. Peace.